The object isn't to make art, it's to be in that wonderful state which makes art inevitable. Robert Henry. Rick Rubin opens his book, The Creative Act, with this central quote. He continues, "We tend to think of the artist's work as the output. The real work of the artist is a way of being in the world." Rubin, a record producer for Metallica, Lady Gaga, the Beastie Boys, Linkin Park, and many others, delivers his take on the process of creating art. To maximize creativity, we need a mindset of awareness towards the world, of being present, to notice the texture of one's clothes, to observe the brightness of the sun's rays. These are all ways of tuning in to what Rubin calls source. Rubin uses the sun as a metaphor to describe how source is always there. On those overcast days, it helps to tune into the fact that the sun is still there. It's just hidden behind a thicker layer of clouds. At noon, the sun is high in the sky, regardless of how light or dark it is outside. In the same way, regardless of how much we're paying attention, the information we seek is out there. If we're aware, we get to tune in to more of it. If we're less aware, we miss it. Our life is a work of art. We are constantly experiencing, and through our choices, we are constantly creating. We are all artists, but how deeply are we tuning in to the mindset of creativity, of noticing new things and capturing new ideas? Rubin, who has been practicing meditation since he was 14, speaks of how we can expand our awareness. It is not a search, though it is stoked by curiosity or hunger, a hunger to see beautiful things, hear beautiful sounds, and feel deeper sensations, to learn and to be fascinated and surprised on a continual basis. Rubin also emphasizes the uniqueness of the here and now. The combination of ideas and sensations present will never come about again. He echoes the pre-Socratic philosopher Heraclitus's words, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man." When you are seized by the muse, when you are struck by creative lightning, it's important to capture that in your work, as that spark will not last until tomorrow. Or, as Rubin puts it, the person who makes something today is not the same person who returns to the work tomorrow. When it comes to the quality of works, it's hard to explain why a piece is so great. Rubin writes, "We rarely know what makes a piece great. No one can know. The most plausible reasons are theories at best. Why is beyond our comprehension." Rubin mentions the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which is an architectural error. There's also kintsugi, a Japanese art of fixing broken pottery by gluing it back together with gold. Such art is defined by imperfection. We are drawn to their defiance of properness and perfection. He writes, "Art is confrontation. It widens the audience's reality, allowing them to glimpse life through a different window, one with a potential for a glorious new view." Rubin stresses the importance of expressing your unique perspective and taking an approach he calls the beginner's mind, to see what no human has seen before, to know what no human has known before, to create as no human has created before. It may be necessary to see as if through eyes that have never seen, know through a mind that has never thought, create with hands that have never been trained. This is a childlike place of not knowing. We are tuning in to our gut instinct and turning towards what enlivens us. When we tune in to this way of being, we begin to see things differently. He writes, "We can aim to develop an eye for harmony and balance, as if our creations have always been here, like mountains or feathers. This sense of peace and belonging towards the universe fuels great art. It is an affirmation of the world." Rubin stresses the importance of sharing your individual perspective, your own particular filter for the universe. In doing so, the work of art becomes a lens for the audience to experience the universe in a different way. The goal of art isn't to attain perfection. The goal is to share who we are and how we see the world. Artists allow us to see what we are unable to see, but somehow already know. And finally, Rubin emphasizes the devotional aspect of creating art. Art is choosing to do something skillfully, caring about the details, bringing all of yourself to make the finest work you can. It is beyond ego, vanity, self-glorification, and need for approval.